you guys all being here right now. I really do. Make sure you click the thumbs up button right now. If you're watching this at a later time, double click the screen if you're on your computer. Double click the screen if you're on your phone. Only if you're watching this live. If you're watching this at a later time, then double clicking the screen is not going to work. All right. I know I typically do my filibustering and lollygagging a little bit to allow people to get notified to come in, but I want to just go ahead and get right on into it to kind of change things up a little bit. You guys know that I've been extensively covering what's been going on up here in Chicago. Well, Mayor Brandon Johnson just dropped a huge no-no, if you want to say it that way. Mayor Brandon Johnson just signed an executive order to ban ICE. He signed an executive order to ban ICE to not use private properties if those private properties don't want ICE on their premises. So I don't know if he knows this, but if something is on federal government land, there's nothing that he can do about that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago signed an executive order to ban ICE from being on certain properties that are private that don't want ICE there. And I'm going to be quite honest with you right now. I don't know any private business, unless they are a woke private business. I don't know what private business do not want ICE set up on their property. I don't know what business don't want ICE chilling. I would gladly, if I had a business in Chicago, especially if it was like a food service business, I would gladly have ICE at my business. I would bring them out lemonade. I'll bring them out anything they want to drink. Maybe provide them with a few snacks and some sandwiches. I would definitely do something like that, right? So now check this out. Mayor Brandon Johnson is pissed off over the raids, right? You know what he's saying? He is saying that the reason why he's signing this executive order for them not to be set up anywhere where they can be on private property before they do their raids is because they've been targeting black people because they're racist, right? I told you guys I was just up there this past weekend. Let me tell y'all something to some of these idiots. Man, we got video, y'all told me. Y'all show me videos. Look, I told you, Trump administration, them arresting black people. They detaining black people. This ain't about them going after the illegal criminals and illegal aliens. They went into this apartment complex and they came out with black people. They came out, they had black people detained. They had black people arrested. They had black people all in handcuffs and everything, man. We saw it with our own eyes. Y'all sent me videos. Let me tell y'all something. You ignorant individuals. Unfortunately, as a young child with some of my family members, me and my brothers and my younger cousins, we unfortunately had to experience getting raided several times because of our family members' street pharmacy businesses. And let me tell y'all something. We got raided. We were just in the house with our family, a lot of our male uncles and cousins and all that, some of our older family members as well, female. They were all upstairs doing their thing. We were kids. We were downstairs playing in the basement. We heard a crash bang and a bunch of stumping and a bunch of banging upstairs. We heard dogs barking and all that. Those guys came downstairs, guns drawn. They didn't point the guns at us or nothing like that. But they did tell us to put our hands up. Then they told us to put our hands behind our head like this. We were kids now. They told us, was anybody else downstairs? Was any adults downstairs? We told them no. They told us to line up. We lined up. Guess what they did? We put our hands out there like this. They put us in zip ties. They took all of us outside. They asked us our names. They asked us was our mommy and our daddy here and all these questions like that. And then they took the zip ties off. Now, I'll never forget, and I'm just going to say it right now. My cousin said, if you're watching right now, I know for a fact, you remember how scared you were? My cousin said, when we got raided, you remember how scared you was that you didn't even remember your name? You turned and asked us what was your name because you were so scared. I'm not kidding y'all. I got a cousin named Sid. When they raided us and we were kids and they had us in them zip ties and this officer was like, what's your name? He was like, I don't know. I don't know. They was like, what is your name? He looked at one of my other, I think he might have looked at my brother. He said, what's my name? He was so scared he didn't even know his name. Right? So anyway, when we got raided, the police took everybody out of that house. Why do you say that, Ty? Because when the police raided the apartment building or buildings in Chicago, they don't care who's in that building. They don't care if it is a 12 building complex. They don't care. When they raided those buildings and they brought out illegal aliens, guess what? Guess who else came out in handcuffs and zip ties too? Black people that stayed in those buildings. Why? Because when they do a raid, that's part of the procedure. Now, y'all try to trick me by sending me videos showing me black people coming out in handcuffs and then putting zip ties on kids too. I told y'all I experienced that as a kid 3 or 4 times. As a kid, I experienced that. When they make raids and they do raids, everybody's getting handcuffs and people are getting zip tied. They come out, they ask you questions, they go through their process, do their little investigation, then they let you go. So to some of you to think I'm stupid to believe that they arrested and detained and booked black people and put them in the back of the paddy wagon and shipped them off because Trump is doing this, I'm not stupid. Have you never? This is what happened when a raid happens. When they raid a building, everybody in the building, in those apartment complexes, are all going to be detained temporarily. So y'all thought y'all were slick by showing me videos of the people being arrested, but why didn't y'all show me videos of those same individuals being released to go back into their apartment complex? Y'all click the thumbs up button right now if you haven't done so. That's almost 300 people in here. We only got 50 thumbs up. If you're on your phone right now, double click the screen and it gives the video a thumbs up. If you're on your computer right now, just click the thumbs up button. But y'all, yeah, guys, I just wanted to make y'all a short video about this because Mayor Brandon Johnson is hindering progress. Mayor Brandon Johnson is trying to virtue signal by making people think that this is only happening because of racism. It's only happening because Trump is being a bigot. Trump is being a tyrant. Trump is being a totalitarian. Trump is being like Hitler. He's using martial law, blah, 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 blah. No, he's not. Don't fall for this dumb stuff. And then again, those private businesses, if ICE wants to use y'all business as a place where they're going to station themselves there before they go and do a raid, why wouldn't you want them there so they can go ahead and continue to get these criminals off the streets and out of your neighborhoods? Why wouldn't you want them there? So I'm saying to Chicago, because I know, look, I told y'all, we are helping big time. Channels like mine that are speaking on Chicago and things like that, we are causing so much rift up there that people are listening to us. They're sharing the videos. There's people in Chicago are showing my videos. People are actually responding back and emailing me and saying, I'm listening to you. We're doing what you're saying. Yeah, we're telling our local mom and pop shops that if they want to come there, let them do it. Da, 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 da. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let y'all go. But I just wanted to update y'all and tell the people who thought y'all were slick and thinking that I was going to fall for this bullcrap of saying, oh, President Trump them is doing this and they doing that and they're raiding black people and all. I'm not falling for that dumb stuff. Anytime you are in a raid in an apartment complex or something like that, everybody's going to get handcuffed or zip tied. They're going to do their processing and then they're going to let you go. Nice try. Okay. With that being said, folks, let me know what y'all think. Don't forget that after this video, make sure y'all leave a comment because I know the video is going right now. I can't read all y'all comments. But let me see your comment after this video, and I'll do my best to respond to y'all comments as well. And I appreciate y'all showing up for this quick little chat, right? Appreciate you guys. I am Ty Smith, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.